Trying to be stealth in the background. Make sure everything's all set up before I actually start the thing. Yeah, see, I messed it up. Supposed to put the volume down on that thing. Almost 9:30. Look at that right there. What do you mean upload photo? No thanks. We're coming like, it's like close. Got it right there, 9:29. It's gonna like click, like as we hear. I don't know. 9:29. It's probably gonna shut off. Yeah, see? Knew it was gonna shut off. 9:29. Come on. It can't come any sooner. There we go. All right. So good morning, everybody, and welcome to this episode 2022 of COVID and Coffee. Holy smokes. It's actually pretty crazy. First thing I want to address, well, this is going to actually be a live unboxing of the Dumbo RC. Why do they call it Dumbo? Like, I wish there was like a way to understand, because obviously, you know, maybe Dumbo means something different to the manufacturer, but Dumbo? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I feel like people that maybe know more of what that word would kind of like remind you of or make you think of. I don't know. But Dumbo? I don't know. I've had this thing for literally I don't even know how long. And I'm finally gonna open it. I did get it actually for another project. However, what's awesome about this particular one right here that I got is it's going to work on the next drag build. But I want to address something right away. I kind of have like a thought and idea because of how I guess I want to say well-recepted Drag Bug was. We're going to do a little bit something special to that particular car, and I do want to. What I'm going to do is it's in a sense my small token of profusely thanking the people that have actually backed that project, not only financially, but just people that had just such a positiveness about something that, you know, was kind of like, I don't know, it's a crazy thought. It's a crazy thought, like bringing this thing from a four-wheel drive Red Cat Racing Tornado EXP. I still don't even know what it is. I should probably look it up to see what it is. But it's one of Red Cat's older vehicles, so it's got some weaknesses, but then it also had, after we broke it open, surprisingly it has some coolness, meaning it actually has the ability to do what we converted it to, which I feel is nuts. And for the fact that, you know, people are actually, you know, kind of actually coming on to this drag bug challenge. You know, obviously it doesn't have to be a drag car. It would definitely be cool because it would kind of keep the theme going, but that's spending money that potentially people don't have to buy another body and stuff like that. And, you know, I think that the whole concept was, initially for me, the concept was obviously what it was, to try to take, like, you know, within my means of what I already had on hand, to build a drag car that would actually work. And I feel like I'm just shocked. Now, granted, one of the major drawbacks or setbacks was the fact that it was not 48 pitch like I thought it was, that it was 0.6 mod gearing. And while I could have changed out or potentially changed out the spur gear and then just kept going, I'm kind of there's another word that I want to use for the content. I'm kind of messing it up because I cannot further the car other than, you know, what I did in creating a bracket for the wheelie bar that we found, like, from the early 2000s. Like, it's a airplane tail gear. steerable tail gear, and I'm leaving it like unsprung just for now, just to see what happens. Because, like I said, in my head, I feel like it should work. Just the launch itself should help right the wheel if the wheel is ever not in the right position. And a couple of people had asked, you know, did I have the springs for it, because they must know that it comes with springs. Maybe they saw the episode or whatever, but I want to basically thank all you guys that have followed that drag bug build. Lost for words here. I feel it's just cool. It's cool. Some people don't like it. I feel like most people do. It's Burnout. If you haven't seen the Burnout video of it, it's only edited for length of time. Other than that, it was 4 cameras and just, what do you call it? Epic failure? So anyways, I'm just going to dive into the comments right now so that we can see who was first. You know how they say that, who was on first, who's on second, or who was on first, what's on second. If you haven't seen that, if you haven't ever watched the Three Stooges, it's older comedy, so maybe it won't, you know, maybe it's not appropriate for, I guess, nowadays or something, but I grew up watching the Three Stooges, and if you've never heard of the skit that the Three Stooges did, Who's on First, you should probably check it out. There's also another one where they're plumbers or something, and that's actually a funny one too. I don't know how to look it up. Maybe if you type in Three Stooges plumbing, that video might come up. It's actually pretty cool. So we're going to just, like I said, we're going to jump into the comments real quick. We're going to see who's first. Obviously, the stream, how did it work? I forget when I uploaded it, but literally right away. Who is first, dude? Jury BRC. Jury, you are like hammering first place. Like, it's crazy. So we've got RC6, Chef Beardsley is here. Chef's probably not going to be here for too long because Chef is actually an essential worker. And obviously, as things, you know, start to open up in you know, the country or whatever, in the different states that have kind of been opening, just, you know, go easy. Don't like just, you know, I don't know. Just be careful out there, because the coronavirus is actually still here. So, and they're worried about, you know, a reoccurrence. So, just finished up watching the Jag video. The only good Jag is a dead Jag. Yeah. You know what's crazy, man? The Jaguars do have a certain kind of like style to them. I think maybe if I was given a Jaguar, or maybe if I found one that was, you know, cheap enough, it's just inherently, you have to know, man, they are an electrical nightmare. That was, and I had to do a couple of electrical things. Some of the stuff was actually off camera. I didn't even bother wasting my time because I didn't find any pleasure in, yeah. So, yeah, anyways. So we got Justin O'Neill, we got RC Sick, Jury VRC, and RC Sick look like they were slamming the chat. We have got, who else is here? So right when I started the stream, like, so I always like, I think it's funny because I literally, it almost becomes like a little bit of a competition, because if you see the comments, like right when it's like getting to that 9:30 or whatever the time frame is, it's like there's like all of a sudden a slam of just comments that blitz in. So Michael Dyke is here. So let's see, we're getting close. So who was like literally right at 9:30? Who was the first commenter? We've got Ronnie Willits today. What is up? All right, so it looks like we got R. German is here. Good morning to you. Let's see. Kurtz RC, Chief Gunny, Kevin J, what's happening? Riff to the Raff is here. Riff to the Raff is here with he's all fired up. Look at that. Let's see. Kevin J, I think I said that. Lambo Leon, good morning to you as well. Sticky's RC, good morning. Monday fun day. Yeah, I mean, any day can be a fun day, you know? So it's the EPX Pro. Thank you, Jerry. I just, yeah. It'd be so easy for me to just look it up. That way I'd know what it was, but... Right, smash that. Right, so smash that thumbs up button if that's what you're into. Just be careful, don't break your device if you smash it. Let's see. Yep, smash that. Hammer it right. Smash it with a hammer. You know it, guy. Smash it with a hammer. You got to spell it right, though. Hamma. Hammer. Or A-A-H. Hammaah. Hammer. Because it's hammer time. All right. Scuffy Page is here. I'm not trying to miss anybody, so hopefully I'm saying everybody. RC Master's here. It's got to be late for RC Master. Abbott and Costello, right? Abbott and Costello, who's on first, right? But so the Three Stooges didn't do that? I thought the Three Stooges did a skit on that. So Abbott. Oh, all right, yeah. I was just losing my mind. So it wasn't the Three Stooges. It was Abbott and Costello. Thank you guys for that. I don't know. I watched so much Three Stooges that I guess I forgot. I picture in my mind it being Three Stooges. Well, anyways, if you haven't seen the Who's On First, it's definitely something you should watch. Abbott and Costello, not Three Stooges. But anyway, still watch the Three Stooges because it's cool. Jerry VRC keeps you saying, Jerry, you are not the only one. Oh my gosh. Jerome, what's happening, Jerome? Yes, our German. Yep. You love Jags. Yep. Jaguars are definitely cool vehicles. Terry Kellogg, good morning to you as well. Yeah, nuck. I think the Three Stooges did it, but okay. All right, so then maybe that is what I saw. Yeah, the Three Stooges are awesome. They really are. What's weird is I've as I've gotten older, when I go back and watch some of the old episodes, it's funny how when I was younger, I saw things as being more entertaining and funny. I'm not saying the Three Stooges aren't entertaining and funny, but it is absolutely amazing. Like if you go back into the older cartoons, and I'll obviously talk about cartoons, like Tom and Jerry. Wile E. Coyote, like Roadrunner. Like when you watch those cartoons, it's like those cartoons could probably never be like recreated today, meaning the absolute amount of violence that is in those cartoons that you really, as a young person, didn't see. Like you didn't see it as, at least I didn't see it as violence. I saw it as funny, but the amount of people that would probably freak out over, a cartoon geared for, younger people. Yeah, like, I mean, come on. If literally people listened to a particular individual in question that maybe started drinking bleach or trying to spray Lysol in their mouth or eyes or something, yeah, maybe those people shouldn't have watched like Tom and Jerry and Mighty Mouse and what's the other one there, the rooster one? I forget what the one, Loghorn, was it Loghorn, Leghorn or something like that? Or Leghorn, Longhorn? I can't remember what that cartoon was, but the massive amounts of just stuff that probably kids would actually do today, like, the Tide Podders and the gallon milk challengers. What else? Cinnamon challenge, cinnamon challenge people. I don't know. Just, I don't know. What is wrong with the generations nowadays? Foghorn Leghorn, right. Scooby-Doo, right, exactly. See, there's so many cartoons. Society has become, right, they've become soft, right, with all the single mothers, trying to raise the kids, think they deserve everything that is good, that the good people, well, and they do, though, they do. You want to try to, like, give, you want to try and raise your kids in the best way, but, man, like, why? I don't really remember doing any, like, craziness. Like, I think the stupidest things we did, which you probably shouldn't have done it in school, like, was that, I guess I'll call it the punch challenge. So you and your buddy or whatever, like in the middle of a hallway or class or whatever, you would put your shoulder to them and the person would basically just punch your shoulder the hardest they could, and whoever, wow. Now I know you can't see this, but that cardinal, that is bright. I'm gonna see if I can course. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna switch it to this camera anyway. That cardinal was wicked bright red. I'm just gonna switch it to this view because, well, wait a minute. I'm gonna switch it to this view. It's probably not as good, but obviously we've had the internet dumping out. Aces88, what's happening? You have me wanting to start doing a burnout car. So you could do it. You could do it with any vehicle that you want. A 4 sets of tires. Do it however you want to do it. As far as the burnout challenge goes, I'm just using Dragbug as its burnout car because it's a drag car. Like, I'm just trying to. It's 2 challenges in one, and that's, I gotta tell you right there. So Aces88 RC. So that is literally the whole point of why I decided to do these now kind of couple of builds. I've got really good plans for this thing right here. And like I said, once we're finished with Dragbug, which it's dragging out only because, boy, that's almost like a pun, huh? Dragbug, because it's the video series is dragging out because of my lack of pinions. But they are coming. And also, the donations for those tires, the tires are on their way. And like I said, the backers, like, there's going to be a thank you to that. Like, I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. Like I said, at least I see it in my head. I see it in my head as being a cool idea. What was I looking for? Oh, the pinions. So unfortunately, I did have to buy the pinions online because I'm assuming most like hobby shops do not carry, 0.6 mod. So those pinions, I'll give you an exact date of when it's supposed to be here. So the larger pinions are actually coming, let's see, my orders. So these pinions right here are actually coming tomorrow. These ones right here. So that's a set of 6. Now the only thing about this set of 6 is it starts with the 28 tooth, and I wanted to stick with the 26, and I do have the other set coming. So the other set is actually coming on. The other set is actually coming on Thursday. So I don't really want to wait, but there's also another surprise coming to the channel. Possibly today, but most likely tomorrow. But then with shipping, well, actually not with shipping. Well, yes, actually with shipping. Shipping not related to me, though. Another surprise for the channel that, yeah, like, awesome. We're going to open that box. I do want to see what's in that box. But Aces88, I've got a Red Cat Caldera. I was going to use it for drag car, but the motor mount only allows a 21. Well, that doesn't matter, though. The whole thing is that doesn't matter. You'll actually get some wheel spin. And your wheel is probably bigger overall than I'm assuming my original wheel, because obviously I'm not doing these are not the burnout wheels. The Hoons are actually the burnout wheels. That's what they're designed for. These are actually to hook up. So, did you find? No, I didn't find a drag tree. That's something that is something that I do want to find. I have no idea who does those. I know Traxxas used to do it, but now they don't or something. I don't know. Traxxas is probably like $1 billion anyway to get a tree. I don't know how any of that works. I don't know whether if it's like wireless or whatever. I'm hoping that it's wireless because that would kind of stink if it's a wire, because my drag race is going to be right in the front of my house because it's the straightest portion of the entire road, and the road is actually in great shape. Right, drag Crypt Street. Right, right. Sergeant J, what is happening? Jury VRC. You have got to be wicked. You got to be pumped. Nice, our German. You're going to try your RC truck today? I think you had sent me pictures of that. That's awesome. Right, right. The Cardinals, right. This generation, I'm just reading the comments. This generation has nothing better to do than things they aren't supposed to, right? Right. Well, I mean, well, I don't know. Think about it this way too. The generation is pretty bored right now. There was actually. Oh, I wonder if I can find it. I don't think this will get a strike on my channel if I find this, but I should be able to find it pretty quick. If I get a strike on my channel for this ad, is what it is. But I'm gonna see if I can find this. This was nuts. This was a challenge that I either saw or somebody sent me. I can't remember. And I can't tell you how many times I actually replayed it. It's probably buried here. It might not even be available anymore. You know, sometimes like certain things that are on, you know, the internet or whatever, they just disappear. So I'm trying to. I don't want to give it away. I just want to show you. I want to show you. Oh, you know what? It might be gone. Yeah, I think it might have been like on Facebook somehow or something like that. Man, I am not seeing it. I literally, yeah, I'm not seeing it. I for some reason must be gone. Well, anyways, what it did. There's actually a couple of them. But this girl, a younger girl, took a bottle of Coke. You probably already know where I'm going with this. Took a bottle of Coke and Mentos, dropped the Mentos in, and like tried to like stop the eruption of Coca-Cola. And if you've ever seen the videos of what happens with obviously the Coca-Cola and the Mentos, the Coca-Cola sprayed out of this kid's nose like a fire hose. Like, and I was just in shock. Like, I'm thinking to myself, kid, what did you think was going to happen? I mean, I'm surprised it didn't pop the kid's eyeballs out. Like, she tried to like stop it too, and it just fire hose shot out of her nose. I don't know. Oh, Chef Beardsley's already taken off to be an essential worker. All right, Chef. Where was... No, I did a live yesterday. Didn't I? Did I actually miss a live? Wait a minute. No, I did a live, didn't I? Now you got me second guessing myself here. Did I literally not do a live yesterday? When did I put this video out? Wait a minute. No, I did this one. Right here, number 21. COVID and coffee. 3D parts. Yeah, no, I did it live. Wow, you had me set. See, that's how bad my memory is too. I did do it live. I did it live yesterday. You had me second guessing myself here. I found a Traxxas drag tree for $199 for the full setup. Wow, jury, that is awesome. Is that like used? You will call and talk to your local LHS. I know he has a lap system for the races. Right. Hey guy, you know what to say about opinions, don't you? Everyone's got opinions, right? No, I did do a live yesterday, RC Master. You just missed it. Hopefully all my packages are in tomorrow. It's tough editing. Later. Could you use a lap timing system for drag races to get timing and speed, or do you specifically need a tree? I don't know if I need a tree. The tree just brings the drag realism to it, but honestly, like what you're saying is the most important thing is getting that. You probably have to have a tree. Only because what a tree is going to do is it's also going to give reaction time, because I'm not just going to be racing myself. We're going to have family members that are going to be also drag racing too. So that's what you got, Frog out here. Oh, I want to actually. Do you want to show them? So this is Frog. Let's see. This is for. Oh, I can't see. So this is my daughter's little frog. I rescued this little guy. Where did I rescue this one from?
This one was stuck between two sliding doors.
No,
it was like
no.
starved, wasn't it?
The other one,
That
the
was
original
other
one, yeah.
What was the first one then?
Yeah, this one, I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
But it's like, it's her little creature. She loves little creatures. So there was actually she had
frogs.
Yeah.
Frogs are my favorite toads.
Right. And this is it's a common gray.
Common gray tree frog.
Common gray tree frog.
They're endangered, so don't keep them as pets, but these ones were like almost dead. So.
Yeah. So these ones were like, they weren't surviving, so they would have died. And I felt bad, so I knew she could rehabilitate, or at least give her a chance to rehabilitate them.
They're supposed to live like 3 years, and like one of mine lived for like 6, and she died because she had a tumor.
Right. So, and that's insane. So, like what she said, they only live for like 3 or 4 years or something like that. And hers lived for 6. And obviously she takes care of them very, very well. They have an awesome little habitat. You know, they get plenty of food. They don't have to work hard at all. Like, it's literally like, it's a blob. Like, it in the middle of the night, obviously that's when it wakes up. And sometimes it'll actually wake her up, because it will jump from one side of the cage to the other, and it knows its cage boundaries. So when it jumps, it smacks against the glass and sticks, obviously, because it's got the suction cups. But yeah, we only took them in only because they were dying. So, and dying because, yeah, we could tell. It wasn't because they were going into hibernation. They were point blank dying. So we didn't like take it out of its habitat, and, you know, for no good reason. So, right, tree frog, right. Gathering together the stuff. See, Riff Raff RC, he's gathering together his stuff for the drag bug. Hellabilly? No. That's actually a good name. That would be cool. That would be cool to see, like, what people come up with for names too on this drag build challenge. I have a bird and brine shrimp, sea monkeys. Love dogs and cats, but can't have them here. Oh, that stinks, man. She actually has 2. What are they? Leopard geckos as well. So she likes her creatures. Natural selection, right? Natural selection takes them out. Unfortunately, right? Yeah, me too. And she gets so much joy out of these little guys. Like right now, she's got it out of its cage, and she's walking around holding it, and it's she's noticed obviously over time it has less fear of her, because obviously initially, you know, they react in a certain way like most frogs and toads do.
They pee on you.
Yeah.
That's their defense mechanism.
Right. So they pee. So now, most of the time it doesn't at all, right? No. Yeah. So now most of the time it doesn't at all, which is great because that means now it trusts her. It realized that she's not a predator and it's not the prey, right? No, did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Predator, prey.
But I'm not a predator and it's
right.
not prey.
Right. It's not through natural selection. It's our fault. What?
Taking away habitat.
Oh, nice. Jury VRC actually just posted a link in the Facebook group. Probably to the lap time thing. Or the other thing. The tree. Barbecue, what's going on, man? See if I can...
jump on you.
I know, I'll take it off really careful. Just gonna show you because she...
Oh, God.
No, I'll put it to the front.
She's gonna jump.
So that's her little blob of a tree frog. Now, it definitely was not this fat when we got it. So it is a very happy little tree frog. So, yeah. And it's going to live, I don't know how many years it's going to live for. It's going to live for a good amount of years, I assume. I just got to carefully put it back in here. Cool. Yeah, isn't it? I know, for a frog, it's cute, right? Willy ba, right, Mike.
She's like, no, now I'm awake. I don't want to go back in.
Yeah, now that's funny because you watch the frog get amped up a little bit too.
Stop.
Just yeah. See.
I was catching her.
See, she's used to it jumping. I'm afraid that it's like gonna jump and hit the floor, but she's really like in tune to knowing when the thing is gonna jump. It's it's a fat house frog. It really is. It's a potato. She's got like these little nicknames for it too. It's funny. That's cool. Usually, when you take in miles, she's really good. She's really good at it. Yep. Easy on the flies. Yeah, she feeds it. I think mainly crickets. And it's crazy to watch it eat too. You know, because it's got the tongue. Goes out and sometimes it does like this jump. It will jump and it's amazing the accuracy that the thing has. I mean, granted, of course it's going to be accurate. That's literally all it does is eat. You want flies with that, right? Name the from Willy ba. Name the from Willy ba. All right. Well, crazy. We're actually up on. I'm actually up on the chat. I think I did. But like I said, so Jury VRC just posted a link in the Facebook group. So I'm just gonna check that real quick. Let's see. So I really didn't do a live yesterday? Are you serious? Wow. Where the heck was I? Oh, that's right. I started working on that Jag at 8 o'clock in the morning. Wow. So I missed the first live, the COVID and coffee check-in. You guys must have all thought I was dead. Like the COVID caught up with me. Wow, I can't believe I forgot that. Well, maybe I'll have to make it up and do a double live today. Double COVID and coffee to make up for the lost live. Crap. Oh man, I wish somebody sent me a message. Somebody should have like rang my bell and been like, dude, where's the COVID and coffee? I would have literally had it out with the Jag. I would have set up the camera so you could hear me. Although I probably wouldn't have been able to bleep out things, so. Oh my god, wow, I actually did miss a live. I didn't even realize it. Well, that is also how much I enjoy mechanic work, too, so. I mean, come on, I worked on a Jaguar, so obviously I enjoy mechanics. to put yourself through that kind of pain, you must like mechanics. Because the Jaguar is all kinds of mechanics. You know, it's funny, right? So I'm not downing Jaguars, because to be honest with you, the mechanical side of Jaguars, they're actually good. A lot of people complain about reliability, but that's because of Jaguar's electrical issues. I want to say that Jaguar's reliability is mainly electrical. So, and I know that can be a pain, but they had like the right idea. Like even like everything having its own single ground. Like it's diagnostics, it kind of makes it a little easier, I guess. You know, diagnostic wise, because at least everything's got its own ground. But man, I'm telling you, when I went into that trunk to see the amount of ground wires attached to the frame, well, not the frame, but to the inner structure of the vehicle, oh my god. And even the ground, like, I can't even call it a ground wire. It is a ground wire, but even the ground, maybe you could call it a ground strap. I don't know what the heck you would call it. How about the ground contact point from the battery to the little inside channel of that trunk? It looked like it was like a hydraulic. It looked like a hydraulic hose. Like it was built. I mean, very minimal amount of flex in that thing. I mean, it wasn't like a wire that you could like manipulate. It was like set in one location, and that's pretty much what you had to deal with. So anyways, we're not here. Yes, still got you hooked. I'll be quiet, you. Bought by Ford. Right. You're going to get me a Jaguar? Oh, that would be cool. You're so funny. Yeah, with all the Duralast garbage, I would have been... Yeah, well, the individual didn't know. You know, when you go to a parts store, number one, years ago, this person used to be into cars, and she is kind of out of that scene and more into, I think, being comfortable and, you know, I guess, you know, to each his own. You have to say it that way, to each his own. You know, everybody, you know, I mean, some people like hybrid cars, some people like smart cars, some people like Teslas, some people like classics, some people like muscle cars. You know, the different, you know, forms of manufacturers that are out there. Like I said, to each his own. Some like Hondas, Toyotas, whatever, you know, and I'm all for whoever likes a certain something, because the whole point is that at least they like something. You know what I mean? Jack Jr., what is happening? From Washington, nice. Yeah, grounding cable, right. But when you looked at it, it looked like a hydraulic hose. Like it looked like it had fittings on it and everything. Like when I saw it, I was just like, man. man, they were serious about wanting to get ground to this vehicle. Don't need a key to start a Ford. What, do you mean like the push button starts, or do you mean just jam a screwdriver into the solenoid and start it? So anyways, I am actually going to get to this unboxing right here, and then give you the scenario of why, 2 reasons why I got this, and 1 reason why it's now going to be this car's radio. And the reason why it's going to be this car's radio is because that particular receiver has a gyro in it. And while I'm not fond of like anything that has like I hate AVC. Like, so driving the low C bugs that I have, the buggies, the DBXLE and that DB Pro, I hate AVC. I even have AVC on my, I've got AVC on my Habao EPX semi-truck, and I don't even know if it works. I think because the thing goes so fast, like, well, so fast for a 110 scale. So we've clocked it at 67 miles per hour. But because this is going to be a drag car number 2, this is the one that I'm going to modify with purchased parts. So obviously we all know Drag Bug was just a budget build with whatever I had on hand, and then obviously trying to keep it minimal. I did have to buy pinions because obviously I blew it out, but so, Jack, if you're part of the Facebook group, you're a lot better off going there and asking questions on there about the Gen 7, because you'll probably get a lot of feedback. There's a few crawler guys on there, and I do actually have and know of some free upgrades, but it's better to go into that group if you've got a Facebook account, because you can probably get your. I mean, it's like how many? As a matter of fact, how many people are actually part of that group right now? I think we're almost at 250, or pretty close to it. So 241 members on the RC Guy Garage Facebook group. It's a private group. If you're not part of it, join it if you want. You gotta abide by the rules. I mean, it does have rules, and no one has messed up those rules, which is awesome. So what that's saying is that it's a group of people that are just trying to have fun. You know what I mean? And what I think is great is that when you ask a question in there, someone, like initially it was like my explanation was one of the 200 members is going to be able to answer you. And it's worldwide too, which is awesome. So basically it was a group that I created that was kind of the bridge between this, which is RC Guy Garage on YouTube, and then a place where everybody that pretty much is a subscriber or comes, to this, Coffin Coffee or the nighttime live streams that I did, the live stream check-ins for Shop Talk and Wrench. It just gives a place. It gives people a place to share and ask questions. You know what I mean? We do theme days and stuff like that. Yeah. So check it out if you want. Right. See right away. Justin O'Neill chimed in. Flip a bumper mount for more clearance. The biggest thing is the steering. The steering on the Gen 7s is extremely poor. There are modifications that you can do to that. I think Guy missed that. What? What did I miss? See, usually if my name... Oh, wait a minute. You did put my name on it. Oh, no, you did see. Okay, I think I did see that. Yeah, doesn't that have nice wheels on this thing? This thing actually does have really cool wheels. These, I thought, these totally had me thinking that these were aluminum when I first took them out of the box. I just wasn't processing the lightweight. They look that good. If you've got a Pro pull, if you've got a Pro, pull all the junk off top to lower center of gravity. Pro pull. You might be talking to somebody else. Oh, Gus, thank you for that. Thank you for putting that link in there. Oh, yeah. Okay, so you guys are talking about crawlers, right? Okay. Guy, how fast is it? Right. That's wow, the sun's blowing out. It was actually it was supposed to rain. It was gonna be sunny and it was supposed to rain this morning, which I think it did. I think it gave that morning spring shower, and then it's supposed to rain this afternoon. Get better tires and a better steer. Right, better tires, better steering. You know what, Riff? If you're talking about the Gen 7, the steering servo actually isn't that bad. I'm still running my stock one, and I've beaten that servo. I've beaten it in a bunch of different ways, meaning, you know, jumping it on 3S, being impatient and doing endos with it. Yeah. Done stupid stuff to that crawler. My son was actually asking about it yesterday. I'm actually going to be giving him one of my RCs because his girlfriend, hopefully she'll be something else soon. That'll be cool. But UPS, just drive by, just drive by. Don't stop or nothing. Just drive by. Love the Kyosho. Right, the Kyosho, I'll tell you, man. The build was kind of a pain. Because I have less patience now. But overall, when I look back on it and when I see it now that it's all complete, I definitely see that this thing has some potential. I'm still tossing up whether if I'm going to run it as is. I might just run it as is to kind of complete the build. That way, if people are wondering if the kit's, worth getting, run it, electrify it, give it a servo on the front there. Throw some electronics in it, and just see what happens. But then it's on. Like, I mean, I'm going to get, like I said, that this will be a more of a serious, at least in my form of drag build. This will be my more serious form of a drag build. Really trying to actually, yeah. Adding weight down low, right? Oh, I already read that. Sorry. Oh, Terry. See you later, man. Definitely good having you. People say that about TRX4 servos. Mine are both still stock. Right. Right, it all depends. All right, our German, we'll see you later. Thank you for stopping in. Once you get the Kyosho kits, they're all pretty much the same going together, except the Optima. It's chain or belt driven and a bit different. Yeah. I think I actually remember wanting the Optima, but not having the funding. I got the Ultima. I built the Ultima. Funny thing is I couldn't remember that I built it. Somebody had to tell me that I built it. Yeah.
I keep having ladybugs in my room, like every single week.
That's because they were probably dormant in your room.
Really?
Yep. They hide in the windows. Yep. You'll find them every year. You find them in our house. Right. So right now she's rescuing ladybugs that are in her room. She's awesome. She even all right. This is how crazy this kid is. She's not a kid either. I don't. Whenever I call her a kid, just know that she's my kid, which is why I call her a kid.
Look how
You have
cute
to
it
you
is.
have to look at the screen to see how there it is.
I can't see anything. Is it focused?
Bring your hand back a little bit, right there. Something like that. Yeah,
They're so cute.
she rescues everything. I mean, she is a kid, but meaning she's my kid. She's 20, so but she'll always be a kid to me. You know what I mean? But she even goes as far, and this drives me insane. She'll go as far as rescuing a hornet.
I don't want to kill it.
So a hornet will be in her room, and
One was actually in my room yesterday.
she doesn't even and she doesn't even ask me to do it. She does it because she probably knows I'll kill it. But she'll get a piece of paper and she'll get a glass, and she'll trap it with the glass. And you know how hornets are. Hornets are like, they follow you and they're like ready to attack. Right, all life matters. I know, but man, hornets though? So you're trying to tell me right now that the news today was talking about the murder hornets? So you think the murder hornets deserve to live? No. They wipe out entire bee colonies, and they are supposedly known to be able to kill humans. So you think that murder hornets matter? I don't think they do. If any murder hornet comes over here, I'm going to murder them. And I won't feel bad about it either. Murder hornets. I can't believe there's a hornet out there that's named the murder hornet. Are you kidding me?
I didn't know that ladybugs went dormant. That's so weird to me. Well, I mean, I guess how did they survive through the
Yeah.
I never questioned it though.
Yeah, well, I've always seen them as being dormant. Yeah.
It's like magic to me. I don't know.
All right. Optimal was 369. 359. Right. Yeah, they're we all love animals. We do. We even rescued a bird that we knew wasn't gonna survive. I think another bird like yeah, I think another bird
Feathers out of its head.
yeah. Another bird attacked its head. And people might say, oh, the nice thing to do would have been to kill it to end its suffering. But it actually wasn't, in my mind, it wasn't suffering. So we took it in. I tried to clean it up as best as I could. I think like in our mind, we took it in and at least it had a peaceful death and not like wondering if it was going to be murdered by something else. Felt wicked bad for it. Poor little thing. No, RC Master, we shouldn't all die. Smash that like button, right? Thank you, Riff Raff. Yeah, right there. Justin O'Neill, 100%. Those murder hornets, yeah. Those murder hornets maybe need some ticks, and maybe they can kill each other. Yeah, I hate ticks, exactly. There are certain... and the same thing with mosquitoes, too. What the heck? There's definitely some insects out there that just need to die. Although they are food for other animals, so I don't know. We are food... Yeah. Okay, so here we are. Are we top of the food chain? I'd like to think we are, right? So if we're top of the food chain, why are ticks, murder hornets, and mosquitoes? Yeah, what the heck? Well, I guess we're not top of the food chain. Killer bees, right? Yes, I do remember that from South America. Yep, they were supposed to be getting further north every year. Fire ants, right? A normal bee could take somebody out? Absolutely. 5T Badger, how things going with you, man? Things are good. It's actually a beautiful day out right now. Finally done with working on that Jaguar, so I feel much happier today. Wow, I did not realize I didn't do a COVID and Coffee live yesterday. Man, I ruined it. I ruined the whole everything. I should just stop COVID and Coffee. That's it, I'm out of here. Just kidding. Oh, I can't believe I missed it. Damn. That Jaguar had me so wrapped up that I obviously totally forgot about it. Oh. Next time, somebody send me like a message or something. That's crazy. Get out of here, murder on it. You see that? There's a little murder. Well, bumblebees are different. And
These are so cute.
she loves bumblebees too, right?
Because they're fluffy and bad.
I personally think 2020 needs a full restart. You know what my wife was saying, which totally, it would kind of make a kind of a good sense. Maybe if we could prepare for it ahead of time. She wished that for 1 month out of the year, every single year, the whole planet is shut down like what we had. Meaning, maybe for some they wouldn't like it, but if you were able to prepare ahead of time for it, for that month, because what it did, I guess this is on the COVID aspect of COVID and Coffee. What it did to the planet was it obviously not hugely, but it was able to back up a little bit. It's able to give the planet a breath, like from us constantly beating on it. You know what I mean? Every day the planet's beaten on by us. And for the planet to be given like its first break in years, the planet kind of was like, you know what I mean? Kind of like how I did once the Jag left my driveway. It's out of here. $5T Badger, you're out of Liverpool. That's crazy, man. According, it's going to happen again and wipe out a quarter of the... Really? In about 4 years? That's crazy. Well, maybe now that we've kind of got a better handle on... Little bumblebee flying around my head. Now that we kind of maybe have a better handle on what can potentially happen. Maybe things... Mitchell, what's going on, guy? You made it. Michael Worcester. What's going on, guy? Gotta go. Oh, you were even here. I didn't even know. Sorry, man. John Wick. What is happening, guy? Right, Wales. That's nuts, man. It still blows my mind. Somebody that is literally on the opposite side of the planet right now. You're at my house. Like, this is cool. You're hanging out on my front deck right here. Bumblebees are normal. Right, they are. Right. Yep. Yeah, I don't bother bumblebees at all because obviously I know what their job is. But yeah, if you find like bees, don't kill them because obviously we need them more than or more than some people know. If you got like a big nest somewhere and it needs to be removed, they have people that actually will remove it for free because they'll relocate. So Mitchell, guy, boom, right there. Thank you, sir. Mitchell, just so that you know, right now, any further donations, they're going towards drag build number 2. So I'm setting that stuff apart. So anything that goes to or that comes to the channel as far as like a super chat or whatever, it's going to the drag build 2 because that one's going to be a little bit more involved. Everything that was obviously given to drag bug, that doesn't need any donations. That was awesome. I got to tell you that. And like I said, I'm doing something that is it's gonna be in recognition of. I think it's, like I said, in my mind, I think it's pretty cool. So, and I think that's the way I'm gonna handle like any donations like that, there definitely has to be recognition, because you're giving of your personal income that you could be using for yourself and that you should be using for yourself. Use it for your own drag build. You know what I mean? Take that money and literally put up do a tally. Do a tally. Like right now. Because I got to write this down. Because what I'm doing is I'm writing everybody's name down. That way I remember. Because your generosity has caused your generosity in more than one ways. Like even as a subscriber, your generosity that way has caused the channel to do something that never thought in my mind that this channel would be at. Well, I don't even know how many subscribers we're at right now. I think I just broke over 3,300 subscribers. It was either 2 days ago. I think it was 2 days ago. It broke over 33, or it might have been yesterday. I'm going to just check real quick. You know, it's funny. It's hard for me to find out my information about my own channel. So, yes, right now we're 3319. That's just nuts. Right. RC Master right there, that they provide pollen to a third of our food sources, which is crazy, right? Wasp and hornets, kill them all. Yeah, they're food for something. I don't know what are wasps and hornet food for. Frogs? Do frogs eat hornets and wasps?
I wouldn't think so, because they're like time schedules wouldn't match.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yeah, that's right. The time scales wouldn't match. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I have no idea.
Birds might eat them,
I know, 3.31K. That's nuts. That is nuts. Right. Jury VRC. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like I said, you're one of the ones that's going to be recognized. Like I said, I'm not kidding, man. I think my idea is actually going to be. I have got a video coming up in my head. I've been doing some exploratory kind of like diving into my editing software a little bit extra. So not only is it going to be like video recognition, but it's going to be physical recognition in a sense. I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea. Drag style. You loving the super rock ray? That's awesome, man. Lizards, right? Yeah, I know, the 3.3, it's nuts, man. I know, look at that right there. Your rock ray will be here today. I know. Jury, I'm telling you, man. I can't wait to see it. You gotta like, you gotta like somehow video like your reaction to it. Give the camera to somebody else, and what do they say? Be like that kid, you know, opening presents, like, yeah, you know what I mean? Riff raff, guy. Right there, boom. Riff to the raff. That, like I said, that's going straight to number 2, man. Thank you for that. I'm telling you, man. You guys are going to love it. I think it's going to be awesome. T-bone and some low-C aluminum parts, right? Holy smokes. There will be pictures, 100%. I feel like right, exactly, man. And Jury, you've obviously paid attention to Sergeant J and his videos on his rock ray. Just make sure you pay attention to that. You might want to just do a little bit of like I call it the Gus's custom prep now. I used to call it the armor treatment, but it's the Gus's custom prep. Take that WD-40 and WD-40 some spots. It might help you out just a little bit. I know. That's why I call you RC Master. I hate saying your name. Your name tongue ties my face. It doesn't tongue tie my mouth. It tongue ties my whole face. Saying you're trying to say, I just refuse. You're just RC Master. Right. Right. Yep. Necessary upgrades. Right. Opening. Oh, 5T Badger. Yeah, the Creighton 8. Yeah, did you guys check out Earl Moorhead's 2 videos that he did? He did the side-by-side videos, and then he's been kind of almost tearing them apart in a little way to show what the upgrade, not upgrade, version 2 of the Creighton is. And I do hope that Earl's right. Horizon, technically. Horizon, I guess, should be, or Arma, however it works. But somebody should be responsible for providing the upgrades at maybe a better cost than they are, because it definitely isn't fair. It definitely isn't fair that someone can buy... Now, what is it now? Is the Creighton 8S actually... Is it less now? Or is it the same price as when it first came out? Because that's not cool. If it's less, and Earl got... I mean, I know that, you know, Earl getting that Creighton, it cost him an extra, like, what? What did it cost him? Like an extra $200 to $300 to get the one that he got? That he definitely... You know, he didn't get no deal. He paid over MSRP for that thing, and that I hate that kind of stuff. If anything, these manufacturers should be happy that people are buying their products. Not even the manufacturer, but these hobby shops. They should be happy that they're selling the products. Just be happy that they're making a small profit, not capitalize and use this COVID thing as a way to increase their profit need for products. I think it's wrong. But what do I know? I don't sell stuff, so. One of these days you're going to get an entire car at your door. One of these days you're going to get an entire car at your door. I'm not sure what you meant. Phoenix RC, what's going on? Oh, Phoenix, sorry. Phoenix, not Phoenix. Phoenix RC, what's going on? Good morning to you. John Wick, are you just going to send it through my house? Oh. You think Earl's linkages were just worn on the version 1? Yeah, but he didn't really drive it that much. Didn't he only drive it 6 times? That seems like premature wear. If he only drove that 6 times, which I think that's what he said. And granted, he did crash it, but that was the back. He broke the wheel off the back. When you hear the servo, though, listen to the servo. The difference between the servo that's in it now compared to the dog servo that, you know, is in version 1, that seems wrong.
Samantha, can you please let the dogs off the deck?
Oh, they are the same price? Okay. Creighton, okay. I don't know. I feel... I don't know. I just don't know what to feel about it. I feel it's wrong. They sent out a vehicle that bends and is doggy on steering. It's almost like what they're doing is they're almost putting a certain amount of R&D out to the customers, which Maybe it's because they're just trying to pump out cars, you know, ASAP. Do you know what I mean? That they're not giving it enough time. They just want to send it. You know what I mean? Oh, we'll just come out with a version 2 with upgrades, and all the people that bought version 1, they'll have to upgrade if they want it to survive. Jack guy, dude, right there. That's what I'm saying. Jack B. Thank you, sir, for that. Like I said, man, that is going right to the... It's going right to the build. I should put like a little sticker. Something right here. Any donations that go to the channel. Because like I said, Dragbug is all set. Yeah. If I do more videos, which I'm doing more videos and lives on Dragbug, don't give money to Dragbug, because literally that's all set. Like literally Jury VRC like exceeded that, which made it kind of like start to translate over into the other build, because yeah. Oh my god, it was like, holy crap, dude, are you all right? It's like you went overboard, man. When you launch an RC 100 feet in the air. Well, but the thing is, though, they're calling that the king, right? They were calling it the king. So, of course, people were going to do, and I hate to say it, people were going to do X-Max type of stuff to it. Yeah, I know, something's going to break. James Hall, got a Red Cat. Dacono Pro coming this Friday. Nice. Also, James Hall, just also with the Dacono, pay attention to a couple of things on that. Don't be afraid to do the Gus's custom creations treatment on some of the plastics with WD-40. It definitely helps. Gus proved it. Point blank proved it. He's got his Red Cat Kaiju, and he point blank proved that the WD-40 treatment is definitely, we all know it's not a myth anyway, but a lot of armor cars were infamous for needing the WD-40 treatment. So, but Gus tried it on those plastics, especially on the upper arms, and I don't know how many times he said that he went out and bashed it, but he went out and bashed it pretty hard, and they didn't break. So, and then what is it, Michael Douglas, I think? I sent out parts to this guy, and they haven't arrived. And I feel wicked bad, because I feel like now, like, the guy thinks like I never sent the parts out, which should have videoed me. I should have videoed it. I should have videoed me. Actually, I went live. I actually went live, didn't I? Did I go live the day? No, that was a different thing. That was a different delivery. See, I went to the post office on another one. This one was actually from my mailbox. And I know they picked it up. I watched them pick it up. It's just aggravating, man. Like I said, you try to be nice, and you send out parts to somebody, and they never receive it, and that, I feel like that almost makes me look bad. So, but they're out there somewhere. Somewhere the parts are in an envelope on a cardboard, like literally I taped the part to a cardboard piece, lightweight cardboard, put it in the envelope so that it wouldn't like fall out. Like, you know how some envelopes get handled that have stuff in them, they end up getting torn. This was not coming out of the package, and it wasn't overweight either. It was very, very light. Oh, you taking off? Ooh. Right, Gus has a YouTube video. Right, people were mad. Right, exactly. Isn't that nuts? But he was trying to prove a point. Gus was trying to prove a point that the treatment actually worked. John Wick, you're thinking of a Mojave? Stop thinking. You're wasting time. Just get it. Same thing with the DB Pro. If anybody's thinking about getting that Tenacity DB Pro, stop wasting your time and just go get it. Totally, totally worth it. There's been a few vehicles that I've come across that I've literally said to myself, I'm very careful with the word favorite, because once you start saying favorite, people start thinking that you're like, you know, what do they call that? You're a fanboy or whatever? And that is not the case. I'm not the fanboy of nothing. I mean, do I like certain cars and trucks and stuff like that? Yeah, I'm not a fanboy though. Well, oh, bird, we got a bird bath. A bird's taking a bath in it right now. I love our yard. We have like bird feeders and bird baths. We actually have 3 bird baths. One of them's missing. I don't know what happened to the third one. But we've got like all these places for birds to go and stuff like that. It's cool. I love the sound. You know, we got the wind chimes going. Nature, you know? Getting back to nature. What are my thoughts on the UDR? Oh, you know what? Phoenix, don't forget to put garage, because it won't come up as me. Because usually if somebody does RC Guy Garage, it'll come up as like a little red box. You got to do the @ symbol and then my name. And that way, obviously, I know that somebody's directly asking me a question. And I usually don't miss it. And obviously, the super chats, you don't miss either. It's not a hint. It's just funny, though. But what do I think of the UDR? I love the UDR for its scale realism. When you're going fast and you try to turn, it does flip. But once you learn how to drive it, once you learn how to adjust the throttle and brake, you can definitely minimize that rollover. But I absolutely love the scale realism. The one thing that I absolutely hate, and that's a strong word, about the UDR is its battery box. Its battery box is just way too Traxxas limiting. And you know what I mean by saying Traxxas limiting. They point blank designed that so only Traxxas batteries are going to fit. That's not true, but when I put batteries into my UDR, I got to use talcum powder. Number one, to even install them, and then don't get the talcum powder wet, because then it will lock the batteries inside. And then you're wondering why you use talcum powder to fit the batteries in. So, John Wick. If you're thinking between the Mojave and the UDR, I hate to say it this way, because I do like the UDR, but the Mojave's different. It was definitely a direct attack on Traxxas and the UDR. The Mojave is just a different type of animal because it's got that independent rear suspension. It's just different. You know, pan chassis, you can basically fit whatever battery you want in there. You could probably put a car battery in there. Don't try it, but you probably could somehow. 12S? Nah, it's a 12 volt. Phoenix. That's the honest opinion on the UDR. I hate the battery box. Right, on some models. Yeah, exactly. Even the battery box on the Red Cat Racing, what Red Cat Racing is that? There's a Red Cat Racing vehicle that I'm giving my son. What the heck is it called? Out of the box, before I even did anything with it, I modified the battery tray. Because there was no battery I had that fit it. And I'm like, I literally just need like an extra 5-10 millimeters. So I just chopped off the front of the battery tray, and now it fits any battery I want to put in it. Well, just about 2 and 3 S packs. Yeah, the UDR really is cool. Scale cool. Definitely scale cool. Yeah, Arma Mojave, right. Mojave Arma Tough, right, exactly. And it really is, too. That, again, I don't know, and I'm not always trying to push my videos, but yeah, I'm trying to push my videos. If you see my Arma Mojave video, the first rip of that thing, I was so full trigger with that thing. I could not believe what my eyes were seeing. I mean, I full trigger all my RCs, but there's a certain level of what's the word I'm looking for, or the phrase I'm looking for? It's like I call it full, no fear full trigger. My DBXLE 2.0, no fear full trigger. My DB Pro, no fear full trigger. And obviously the UDR was also became a no fear full trigger once I learned how to drive it so that it didn't flip so much. But then also the UDR. Like my UDR video, a couple of people made comments because literally I'm like, I'm either saying holy crap like every 5 seconds or oh my god, I can't remember. I think it's a holy crap. I think that's where my holy crap came from. Because the thing was just ripping it so fast and hard that I just could not believe it was just... It wasn't handling the terrain. It was what they call manhandling the terrain. It was laughing at the terrain that I was throwing at it. And the same thing with the 2.0. The 2.0, I am surprised more things aren't... I mean, I lawn darted that thing at full speed. I tried bridging the gap, and the jump section wasn't enough of a jump up, and it lawn darted the other side so hard, full trigger. I have no idea how stuff didn't break. Well, maybe that's why a couple of things fractured, but still the thing kept ripping. Nothing wrong with that. You bashed a drone? I bashed my Phantom 4 into a tree. I wanted to see how good the front sensors were. And I don't know why it didn't detect the tree. But I just gave it full go. Full forward. And it went full forward into the tree. The sensors didn't... I don't know why the sensors didn't see it. Maybe it was like a sensor glitch or something. I don't know. I totally didn't expect it, though, because other, like, small branches it would see. But this was like a tree. It was literally like this big around. And I just thought to myself, oh, I wonder if it will stop before it hits the tree. And it didn't even see it. That was not actually an expensive crash either. I broke 2 props, and the even though while it's not really landing gear, but it kind of is, the landing arms, I guess, that are on it, the antenna side split open, but that was easy. I just pushed that back together and everything was fine. But that Phantom 4, I love that thing. I'm telling you, I'm done with the licensing stuff on the drone. It was total waste of time and money. For me to have to learn stuff that I will never use, I'm never going to fly a real plane, so I don't need to know radio tower signal frequencies and all this other stuff. And the stuff they made me learn was a complete waste. I don't need that information in my head. And now it's there. And I need it out. Right, Larry Mitchell. I had to share that big black burnout video with you because I didn't think that you saw it. And that was somebody called me out. I did a burnout with I think I did a burnout with my Mojave, and I think I was like telling people to do a burnout or something like that. And then somebody like, I think jokingly said, I think it was Chris Suarez. He said something about a call out on doing a burnout with my truck, and I either did it literally that day or the very next day. And I was just like, you guys think I'm all joking about Big Black Man. I have beaten that truck. I have beaten that truck since the day it left the parking lot of the dealership, doing a burnout coming out of the parking lot. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That thing has got 230,000 miles, I think, on it. Somewhere around there. Maybe it's less. I don't know. 230, but it's a diesel, so that's only, what, half of its life? Depending upon how well you treat it. It's tuned. The block, I'll call it the long block. So the long block itself has been I'll call it triple heat treated. So I'm still running original head stud bolts on that truck, and those are the stretchy bolts too. Torque to yield bolts, yeah, those are the stretchy bolts. And I run that thing on an extreme tune, and it shifts when I want it to. Shifts very hard. I don't beat on it every day of its life, but like right now, it's just sitting there. It's sitting there relaxing, baking in the sun. Okay, Google, what's the temperature today? Feels nice.
Today in Plymouth, expect a high of 69 and a low of 42.
You hear that number? That's my favorite number right there. Number 69. Look at that. Number 69. It's my favorite number. It says scattered showers for today. All right. So I think I'm pretty good in the chat right now. So like I had said, I did want to do that live unboxing. So while you guys are like having a good time in chat, I'm just going to switch this over to see actually what's inside this box of this Dumbo RC. Dumbo RC 2.4 gigahertz. Looks like it comes in all kinds of colors. I don't even know what one this is. This literally, I just saw it and I was just like, oh, 6-channel. I didn't even remember it had a gyro. 6-channel gyro. The only thing I know about it is it's supposed to have good range and have a gyro. So I originally bought it for one of my 5th scales, but this is going in. I gotta figure out a name for it. I gotta figure out a good name for it, because obviously it can't be drag bug. But for the next creation of a drag race vehicle, this is the radio that's gonna go in it. So let's just rip this thing open, bust it open, see what we got here. I gotta wait for the thing to. There we go. All right, so this is a Dumbo RC. Part number on this is right there. Takes forever. Think you got it. Part number. Oh no, it's not even frame. Isn't that? No. Oh, where am I? You know what? I gotta switch to the other camera. I totally just wrecked that. Yeah, because I'm so used to the camera being on the other side. Yeah, maybe this camera actually worked better. All right. How about if I do this? All right. So there we go. That's a little bit better. Dumbo. Stop being so delayed. 1, 2, 3. All right, so that's a little bit better. Dumbo RC, 2.4 gigahertz with a gyro. These are supposed to have good range. Apparently they come in colors, but I don't even know. I don't know. Not any of the colors aren't marked off, so I have no idea what the color is. Looks like the color is just like stickers or something. Maybe the wheel is like a color. I just hope it's not pink. Here's the part number for this particular one, if you're interested in getting that. New item. And bunch of language that I cannot read. which is typical. But yeah, let's open this thing up. See what's in it. Hey, look at that. All right, so first things first. What is this? Oh, this is the handle. This is the handle for the box. So the handle for the box was nicely packaged inside. That's kind of funny. We got an instruction manual, which for me, this serves like no purpose. So, yeah, I'm good. Little tiny micro receiver right there. So this is the Dumbo X6FG, which I'm assuming that stands for gyro, G for gyro. I don't know. It doesn't say gyro on it. I thought this was supposed to have a gyro. It's like a little switch on the side here. Not sure what that is. Maybe it's some kind of like bind something or something. I don't know. Then inside the box here, got the controller. Guess it feels average. So this must be the white version or the chrome version. So it looks like we got some knobs on the top here. Knobs on the top for channel. For channel I can't even read. Maybe you guys can see. I literally cannot see that. I can't even see what channel those are. So those are some channel knobs you got on the top here. You got your on-off button on the side here. Actually, the on-off button feels good. I don't know if you kind of get the idea of that, but it does have like a good feeling for that button there. We got a 3-position switch for channel 4. So you obviously, I'm assuming you have like a neutral, a forward, and an aft, or an aft and a forward button. We also have a channel 3, which is typical, I believe, having channel 3 being right on the handle itself. That's not that easy to manipulate. It looks like maybe your middle finger could manipulate that. Your middle finger could manipulate that. But it also, for me, it causes me to also pulse. It causes me to pulse the trigger too. But that's obviously that has to do with dexterity. It looks like it does have a lanyard. Little area right here. You can clip something maybe on there so that I guess maybe if it like could fall or something, or maybe if you dropped it, it'd be like tied around your neck. Battery wise, probably 4 batteries. Yeah, 4 batteries for this thing right here, this Dumbo RC. See, my what's in the boxes aren't as good as other people's. It's got some kind of a plug right here. I don't know if that's a power plug, so I guess I'd have to look in the manual here. So it's got a USB connection, 5-volt only. So it does have a USB connection on the side. I have no idea what that's for. And it has, so that plug right there is for a simulator? It says simulator interface for that plug that's actually right there on the side. So, yeah, I'm not sure what the heck that is for. So, yeah, just basic plastic wheeled remote. The plastic actually doesn't bother me. I don't know why I've seen people complain about the plastic. Maybe like if you're one hand driving it, maybe it's an issue. But I don't have a problem with a plastic wheel. Like, because I drive like this. So my hand is totally gripping it. So maybe if you're trying to one-hand it, that's when this potentially could be like an issue. But just, I don't know, just get some foam and put some foam on it. Some pipe foam. Throttle seems all right. It's got good tension on it. Definitely has more tension going forward than it does back, which is good. Open up the little thing here. Open up the little window. We've got steering and steering and throttle reversing. It's called mode. Mode something. I don't know. It looks like we've got some rates for both the steering and the throttle. So we've got 0 to 100, and then trim 0 to something. Looks like 0 to 3. I don't know. Anyways, either way, this is going to be for whatever the name of that next vehicle is going to be. I just hope it's got a gyro in it, because on the side of the box, it said gyro. See, it says receiver with gyro function, but I believe this comes with 2 receivers. Like one of them doesn't have a gyro and one does. I thought this one on the side of the box said this one had the gyro. So when I look at the side of the box here, I think I zoomed in on that. And I think that does say gyro. Like, I think this top one here is the non-gyro, and the bottom one is the gyro. So hopefully, I just can't see it. This lettering is just way too small. So anyways, there's your massive unboxing of the Dumbo RC 6-channel long reach gyro receiver / transmitter. And yeah, it'll be a good transmitter for, I think, that car. You know, having the gyro in it. That's it. That's a massive unboxing. I know, thrilling, right? Oops. When you hear me say oops, it's because I almost... It's like another menu pops up. You need to get a Kyosho. Right. You know what? I don't know, man. I actually do like vans, but I think all it is just a Kyosho. I don't know. I thought about it, but I think that vehicle's possibly too small for my needs or my like desire right now, because obviously right now I'm into the speed scene and things are semi-limited nowadays for what you get. But don't think it's not been on my mind. It has, but I also pick and choose like what I get. So I don't always get like the latest greatest. Sometimes I like to get the one that's, you know, giving people a hard time, because I want to see for myself. I want to see for myself, like, why is this particular, you know, item or whatever not that great? So far I haven't paid the price, meaning I don't think there's one RC I think that I'm dissatisfied with. What the heck RC was it? I can't even remember. There's one RC in my collection that I think is the only one that I'm kind of like, eh, but I forget what it is. I don't know. Maybe I should start writing stuff down. That way I can remember stuff. That's what's so bad. I don't know. Apparently I don't remember stuff anymore. I don't remember things as well as I used to. All right, I'm just gonna jump into the chat real quick because I was monologuing there. You got me monologuing. Yeah, Kyosho Mad Van is fun. Yeah, because Sergeant Jay's got one, and Tony's got a Mad Van. Sergeant Jay might Might want to check out Sergeant Jay's channel with the upgrades for the Mad Van. He likes his Mad Van a lot. And I do in general like vans. Like vans are like from my childhood past. I remember vans, so kind of wouldn't mind owning a real old school van like right now. Like, you know, like the 70s, 60s, 70s, old school, like heavy metal flake, crazy graphic van with some like Kreggers on it or something like that. Big, massive 10-inch wide meats in the back. You know, like a race van. Put a wheelie bar on it. Drive around with a van with a wheelie bar on it. It doesn't do wheelies. Get a limitless roller and have fun building it up. Wanna get one soon. Yeah, with Earl's video, Earl was killing me. When he bought Gap's Limitless, just having, because he literally converted it into one of the vehicles that I do eventually want, the infraction. So his Limitless to infraction conversion, because like what you just said, Jerry VRC, a limitless roller. Because obviously, the infractions aren't like they're not available as a roller, right? Unless maybe you buy somebody's roller. Get a TRSC10E if you want speed. I'm gonna write that down, Bill. What is it called? TRSC10E. Bill Perry. TRSC10E. I'll have to check that out. 45 on 2S? Wow. That is pretty good. Ooh, drag bug is probably burning up. That's fine. To my lunchbox, right? How is the weather over there, Jerry VRC? Right. Jerry VRC is just drowning again. They do, man. Love building kits, right? They say keep doing if you're a kit. If you like a kit or hate a kit, right? Same with people. They can like me, hate me, but I don't care. You don't care. You don't care if everyone hates you? I doubt everyone hates you, RC Master. Great. All right, the Dodge vans. What about the older Dodge vans? The old Dodge vans with that very specific front end look. It was very reminiscent of the what are they, Coronets? Right, small Ford van from the 70s. Yep. The infraction is 600 and not a roller, and the limit of this is 400. But to convert your, because I myself, I'm not a limitless fan, although my wife probably is, because she likes F1s. I do obviously like the styling of the infraction, just because obviously it looks like Ken Block's vehicle. What's like what are you talking, you know, price wise, getting one of those things from a roller to full functional? You know, provided you already have your own remote, you know what I mean? But you'd obviously need, you know, to power it, you need a servo. And then batteries don't count because you already have batteries. So what do you like? And then obviously you need to what? You need to change the front splitter and something in the back too. Don't you need to change something in the back in order for it to accept, like, how does the wing attach? Does the wing attach to the body? I don't even know. I should just go watch Earl's just watch Earl's conversion on the infraction to limitless to infraction. He did a good job. Good morning, Venom. How are you this morning? Team Red Cat SC is a Onfa Offna Habal. Really? I'll have to check that out. Definitely have to check that out now. I should have known it was Team Red Cat by it being TR. Because obviously I have the TRMT 8E BES6. Why did they name it that? That name is just way too long. Way too long. Only started a channel because I couldn't ask people questions without one. Then people started nagging me to make a video and go on lives. So I said I'll post a video for 8,000 cents. There you go, RC Master. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Just remember, like I've talked to a couple of people, and I mean, even my channel has people that don't like my content and don't like my channel and don't like the fact that I talk and don't like the fact that I don't know. You're always like, I did that video. It's called, I think I called it Plate of Spaghetti. You take a plate of spaghetti and put it in front of 10 people. Someone's not going to like that plate of spaghetti. And these couple of people that I talked to about YouTube channels, I just literally, because of some of the crap that you go through, you have to realize to just not care, in a sense, like as far as the hate goes, like, because I genuinely, care about, the Facebook group people and all the subscribers to this channel, because you've done something that to my channel, you've caused it to grow. And while there are people out there that probably wouldn't want to see that, that's just what they want. But I'm thankful for this channel. I'm thankful for the RC Guy Garage Facebook. I mean, it's awesome because it's a good group of people that are just enjoying the hobby. And like I've always said, my channel is not going to be only RC stuff, because it's not what my original channel was. So every once in a while, you're going to see What's Up Guy Garage pop out. He's going to take his hat, and he's going to turn it the other way around. He's going to go, what's going on? This is RC Guy Garage. Well, actually, I'm going to put on a different hat. This is, I love this hat. This is one of my favorite hats. I'm like, I was so aggravated. I got a smudge mark on the inside of the brim because I had it working on the Jag yesterday. I went to go move it, pull it down, and I'm like, oh no! And I instantly knew that I got a smudge mark on it. It is what it is, though. Hat's used. But I wanted to keep this hat kind of in pristine condition. I'll tell you right now, when I go to do the hats for my channel, the company that Diesel Power Gear did for their hats, I want to use the same company, because the quality of this hat, it's off the charts. I've had hats. I not that I was a hat collector, but I did have a few hats, and this one so far has been the best. Like, as far as quality, it's a great hat. Probably around $5 to $5.50 to get it going. Ugh. Ouch. So then why not just get a infraction then? That's a couple bucks. Because if you're already spending $400 just on the roller, then that doesn't make any sense. Just buy the infraction. That's crazy. Earl is getting Earl is getting into speed runs, right? It's definitely I feel like for some strange reason, it feels like it's the in thing right now. When I decided to start to do, drag runs and stuff like that and speed runs and all that, I wasn't I wasn't thinking like, I wasn't copying other channels because I really wasn't seeing it. I mean, it's not like they weren't out there, but I'm just doing it like, even like the drag scene. I didn't even realize that the drag scene had already started, like, or was popular, what, 6 months to a year ago?
Well, one thing that you need to realize, and that's one thing that I think is frustrating when I hear like YouTubers talk about like,
What?
I think
I can't hear you.
I think everyone needs to know. Like,
Yeah.
Just every person.
That's literally already been done?
And it's not copying. It's so
Right.
annoying to me. Like, you're not just like doing something that somebody else did at some point doesn't mean you're copying them. I just like, it drives me so crazy. Because like,
Right.
it's not like you're taking their exact thing and literally replicating it. You're not.
No, I
You're
know,
doing
I
the
know.
same thing.
I know. I try to be, I don't know, I try not to be like, I don't even know if I'm trying to be unique. I'm just doing what I want to do at the time that I want to do it. You know, whether if it's done before or whatever, but I didn't realize that the drag scene was already something that was popular. Like, basically what I did with Drag Bug kind of has already been done. I didn't know that. And I just was like, I don't know, that's how blind I am to certain things. I just saw Drag Bug and I'm just like, or I saw the concept of it, I'm like, I want to try this. You know? Oh, I think it's a good idea. And then the fact that other people are getting into it and actually, like, you know, getting part of that Drag Bug challenge, that to me, that right there, I feel like that's point blank why I enjoy this, because it gets literally, like, there's a guy on here, his name is Amped RC. And I love his name because doing certain things like this does get you amped. Like I could totally see like his amped, you know, is like his channel. Amped. It's Amped RC. You know what I mean? It's like it gets you amped up, it gets you hopped up, it gets you into it. And then it can become that infectious in a good way, maybe not for your bank account, but it can become that good form of infectious where, like with Drag Bug, you have no idea how much it is murdering me right now that today is a perfect day that I could take this car, and if I had the pinion, I could be ripping it today. I could be fine-tuning it. I could be adjusting the wheelie bar, making sure the wheelie bar hits, finding out whether if the transfer of weight needs to change. Do I need to add weight to the front? What about gearing? What about, like, I got to check on the Facebook group to see, Jury, was it you that put the link? I think it was you that put the link on the website. I think you said that was you. About getting, you know, like a some type of a tree set up. I want to get a tree set up. You know, I want to, it maybe doesn't have to be exactly, but I do want something that reaction time, bang, and then I want to put a camera at the end so that I can kind of coordinate the drag footage. Have it like literally recording at 240 frames per second, which the only bad part about that is it'll have to be bright sunshine. The light will have to be coming from behind. So it's going to be limiting because the GoPros don't like that. I think my GoPro can do 240. Maybe it's my Note. But when you record at the high frame rates, you have to have bright sun. So, or bright light. Preferably sun. But I want to catch the cars coming through or coming, you know, at that drag endpoint. I don't think I've seen anybody do that. Again, not that I've really paid attention, but I don't think I've seen anybody do that for their channel. So, by all means, if you want to do it first, go do it first. I'm obviously behind the game right now on it. Just because of that stupid pinion and it being mod 6. Damn you, Red Cat. You're killing me here. Somebody made the infraction into a monster truck. Oh my god. I think you can make drag bug out of anything. You might have to 3D print some parts. Wheels. My front wheels are not they're not car wheels. Well, why isn't it spinning now? I must have cranked it on too tight. These are airplane landing gear wheels. So if you've got the thought, I mean, come on. My wheelie bar is an airplane landing gear. I just had to 3D print a bracket on the bottom so that, so it would hold, Yeah, I mean, if you've got just the thoughts in your head, of course you can. You could probably turn an airplane into a drag racing vehicle on ground. Just take the wings off. You know what I mean? I don't know. You could turn anything into it. You can't keep 100% of the people right, 100% of yeah, exactly, Scruffy, right. Lunsford turnbuckle is the upgrade for the TR10E. Lunsford turnbuckle? Is the upgrade for the TR? They have a more expensive pivot ball option, but titanium turnbuckles are $12. Almost your bedtime. I know, riff raff, man. I came here because you're good people and have good. I appreciate that, riff raff. Like I say, I try, man. I'm not perfect. Even like in my Jag video, right? So even on the Jag. Hey, check it out. Check it out. Look who's coming. Look who's coming. What do you see right there? What do you see? I know you guys know this. Look it. He's already looking at me. He's looking at me through the woods. He's actually probably looking at Sam. This guy does this every day. Watch. The dog is going to stop. I know he's going to stop. There he goes. Oh my God, it's such a riot. Yeah, he will. Look at this won't move. He won't move. The dog won't move. Oh no. Why is the battery power low? Is my plug not plugged in over there, Sam? Oh, there we go. Oh, I didn't realize that my phone wasn't plugged in. Look at. Oh, it is funny. Watch, he'll stop again. He'll get to like the middle and stop. Watch him not stop this time. There he goes. Oh my God. I love it. It's such a riot. Your dog is becoming a YouTube sensation. RC Guy Garage. It's funny, a couple of times he's been on because I'm like, watch. I'm like, he's going to stop. I guarantee it. And he stops and he stares. Oh my God. Oh, there goes my eyes again. My eyes are burning. I think I got some kind of allergies or something. Venom, I want the DB Pro 2, but where am I right, but Venom though, guy, you could sell one of your killer FPV setup cars and probably get the money you need. And I know you probably hate getting rid of your, like, literally, this guy Venom, everything that he owns is FPV setup or capable. So you could already sell one of your RCs that's FPV and like an FPV crawler or something. I know you wouldn't want to get rid of your vehicles, but if you want the DB Pro that bad, man, You should, Venom, I don't know why you're not capitalizing on your knowledge. You've got to capitalize on your knowledge. Somehow on your Facebook group, why don't you put something out there that I build FPVs? Or why don't you do a video? Why don't you do a YouTube video and say something along the lines that I will build you an FPV system. You know what I mean? I'm sure you could figure something out. Yeah, the DB Pro is always out of stock for a good reason, because it's such a good vehicle. You'd love you some Losi though, yeah. Trying to catch up with the comments. Fox body, you know it. Habao on road and ooh, I've got the VTE coming up. Is it VSC or VT? I think it's VTE. I got that coming up soon. I got to do a what's in the box on that. That'd be a perfect day to do ripping that thing today. Your LHS got shut down for good now? What do you mean for good? Were they open illegally? Oh, that's no good, Jury. The Lucas Oil one looks amazing, yeah. The dog. It's that dog again, right? No, actually, this time he didn't pick him up. He's already going back the other way. He basically just turned around at my driveway. He's probably going to go home and jump on YouTube. He's going to become the next subscriber. It's going to be literally a regular thing. Today on COVID and Coffee, just switch the camera around. Here's the dog. The dog you've all been waiting for. What kind of a dog is that? Somebody on here knows. Because somebody said what it was. French Bulldog? Or is it like an English Bulldog? Is that a thing?
It's a bulldog.
Yeah. Because it's, stubborn. Bulldogs are known to be stubborn.
I think it's a French bulldog.
French Bulldog? You're already set. What's going on, man?
Yeah, it's a French, because the ears are up.
Okay. French Bulldog? Okay. Right, Larry Mitchell's RC, man. Thank you for that. Hit that like button. You dumped your revenge in the Ohio River? Oh, no. French Bulldog, right. Yeah. The dog cracks you up. See? You get actually some good live comedy on RC Guy Garage. I try.
I want to know what it thinks, though.
I know.
It always stops and just stares.
It literally just always stops right here. Like, we don't even have to be outside. That's the thing. I could understand, like if you guys would think that the dog was stopping because we're outside. Obviously, it's curious, but we're inside the house and the dog stops. And how do I notice? I'll be like walking by a window and the dog is just standing there or sitting, just staring at my house. And maybe, I don't know, maybe it's the wind chimes. I didn't even think of that. Maybe it's the wind chimes that he's attracted to.
Or maybe, the one thing I was just thinking of is the wind carrying the scent of 3 dogs.
Right, because we do have our 3 dogs in the back deck. We got to watch them. Are they inside or out?
I have the door open so you can go
Okay,
out.
good. Tell him to talk in an exciting way and then run off. His prey drive will activate and chase him. RC Sailors. Yeah, RC Sailors is actually another good channel. You actually met them? That's pretty good. Well, it's awesome because it's a husband and wife. You know what I mean? People have actually had negativity to say about them. And I think it's the people that are in... Here's the other dog. So here's the other dog that might be coming. Oh, no, he just...
Oh, what, Captain?
Yeah. So Captain just literally, like, locked eyes with me. He's like...
That dog does not listen to their owners.
He's like a whole... How far away is that? 200 yards away? We got another dog. His name is Captain. He comes and visits, too. He's the one that...
Yeah, a little.
He's the one that poops on my
Yeah, a little.
landscape detail by my mailbox.
Little psycho next door.
Yeah. We won't talk about that dog.
I like when the pig gets out though. So cute. I want a pet pig one day. A little pig.
Oh, what was I saying? Yeah, some people are actually negative to those two. And I think somebody was saying that, you know, the guy, like they were saying like the guy's an idiot, he doesn't know anything, and it's just like, are you kidding me? The guy's having a blast on his YouTube channel. Why are you even complaining?
People that spend
Just
their
don't watch
time
'em.
being negative.
Yeah.
It's very sad. They
Um,
must have a sad life.
Like even
Don't bite.
even my daughter has a YouTube channel, and she goes, "Oh, you only subscribe to me because I'm your daughter."
It's true.
Well, yes,
so
yes,
true.
and no.
Oh my god.
It's both, because I want to know, like, you know, because she's talking about, you know, certain things on the channel. I don't know. I think it's a good idea. I don't know. I don't want to say it's just point blank because you're my daughter. I mean, it probably is, but
No, it totally is.
I don't know.
You wouldn't. Okay, think about it this way.
I
If
don't know
Hold
that.
on. No, think about it this way. If I was not your child
Yeah.
and you saw one of my videos in your recommendation, you would not click on it. 'Cause
I
you
don't-
have no
I don't
reason.
know about that because your thumbnails actually, I don't know, a couple of your thumbnails are kind of neat. So it's like, I can't separate myself from it.
I can separate you from it in my mind.
Yeah.
You only click on it because I'm your kid. Because otherwise you would have no personal investment. Why would you want to watch a video about your major?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Stop wrecking my day.
What do you mean wrecking your day?
Cause I do like your content though. Maybe it's because I have that personal attachment. Because she is my daughter, and obviously she's talking about things that, you know, are related to school and kids her age and stuff like that, and you know, explaining to them, like one of her videos was talking about switching her major, which was something that she did, and she was scared. She actually did not touch on one thing that you were nervous about changing your major.
What?
What your parents thought.
Oh yeah, I have a second video. No,
Oh, you do?
because I'm going to do a second
Okay.
video if somebody does
Right.
decide to. That was just how to tell if maybe you
Okay.
should.
Right.
But I did talk about that. It wasn't.
She
on
was
camera.
actually fearful about how we would react. And I was like, really? She's very hard on herself concerning school. So if she doesn't get anything like above 110% on a test,
God, be quiet.
it's true. She like, I remember she got a B and was in tears. Like, a B and you're in tears? But it's good. She pushes herself, maybe semi-unhealthy, in an unhealthy way, because she's always trying to strive for perfection. Hey, look at Captain's actually getting some exercise. Nice.
Wow.
Somebody's throwing a stick for him.
Oh really? Amazing.
Easy. This is YouTube. You never know who watches this channel.
I'm just saying that Captain is pleasantly plump.
Yes, Captain is definitely well-fed. Hey, considering all the exercise he gets,
What, coming into our yard?
going into our yard, and yeah, you could definitely tell he's well-fed. You're turning your Hyper VT, Venom. You're turning your Hyper VT into an ultimate Off-road car? Holy smokes. Wants to chase our... Yeah, you know what? That'd be funny. I wonder if I did have an RC out here, what would happen? I could actually smell our pavement. I think this is like the first day that the pavement's actually really heating up. Because yesterday was a real nice day, and today is like that second day, so the pavement's like getting that nice warmness to it. My chocolate lab Hunter, he used to love chasing RCs. He loved it. And then he also loved my drone.
Yeah, you would try to get the
He would
drone
try to get the drone like
out of the sky.
yeah, out of the
He'd
sky.
be jumping. He was incessant.
Yeah. He would not stop. I would have to like stop flying the drone to get him to calm down. Put your wind chime. No, I can't do that. I can't put the wind chimes in the house. Flying Fortress. What's going on, guy? Yeah, I know. We'll have to fix that. There's actually wind chimes down there that fell off of the one that's down by the garage too.
I don't see it.
Right on the edge of the gutter. That wind chime.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. Flying Fortress, that must mean you are actually using that kaiju for that to happen. That's a good thing. Building a trailer for your Max. Yeah, your Yorkies love it. Yeah, my Yorkie, well, my wife's Yorkie does as well.
Loves what?
The chasing the RC trucks, cars. Yeah, Nate and Abby are good people. They are, Justin O'Neill. They really are. Yeah, some people feel they need to be negative. It's not cool. My mother used to have a Yorkie. I mean, my mother used to have a Husky.
Did I say really? Yorkie?
No, I meant it. Because somebody has a Husky and a Yorkie. A teacup Yorkie. Right. Yeah, that's right. Like, I don't go for the drama stuff. I almost got pulled into or reeled into the Kevin Talbot and hybrid stuff, but I put an end to that pretty quick. Because in reality, they're both good channels. For the content that they offer, they're good channels. I always have daddy goggles on. She's my kid.
I think that if someone is happy doing what they're doing and they're not hurting people,
Right.
it's none of your business.
Very key. Yep. Right. As long as somebody's happy doing what they're doing and they're not hurting anybody, then just leave them alone. You know?
Don't need to be a bully.
The track banned Nitro? Oh no. If you got a D, I know. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt concerning English and history. As long as I pass, that's all I care. Cake. Dude, don't make me hungry. I'm trying to lose a couple pounds. Oddly, you know what? Okay, I got to tell you this story. So you're talking about you love the smell of pavement. My daughter, who is, and I mean this in the right way, she's a tree hugger. She's loves environmental everything, flowers, birds, gardens, animals, like the whole everything, right? But then she also will stick her face behind my Camaro when it's running and breathe in the exhaust because she loves the smell.
That makes me sound like a little junkie. That's horrible.
And so it happened, right? So last night when I was wrapping up the Jag, I took the tools and I didn't want to put everything away, so I took toolboxes and just stuffed them in my garage. And I took one of my big gas jugs and I stuck it on top of a double stack of toolboxes. And I thought it was all pushed in, right? All the way. So the door's closing and I hear this crash and I'm like, oh, what was that? Opened up the door real quick. the gas is doing the chug-a-lug. Like, you know how the gas can pumps like this? It is chug-a-lugging gas out of all over my garage floor. The whole garage lit up with the smell of gas. I'm like, oh, and she's obviously, she didn't actually smell it, but she was like, I'm in heaven when I smell gas. It's
It just has a
the
good
right kind of
smell.
gas.
No.
Not
like,
that, not the kind of gas that, you know, not people gas, but fuel, automotive fuel.
Make it clear that I don't go out of my way to inhale.
Right, she's not a huffer.
Oh my god, you make me sound like I'm a huffer.
She's not an exhaust pipe huffer.
That's horrible. If I smell it, I do not.
All right,
like
Gus,
it.
we'll see you later, man. I probably totally missed that. I'm sorry. Right, the smell of fresh cut grass.
That's a good smell.
There's also
I love rain smell.
there's also a, I don't know what grass it is, but there's a grass that gets cut. It smells like cat piss. Yeah, it's pretty nasty. I don't know what grass it is. Love the smell of a new RC. 5T Badger. Then you must love the smell of walking into Harbor Freight. Harbor Freight's got that particular smell. It almost smell like new RCs. You love the smell of Welsh cakes? What is a Welsh cake?
I've never had it.
Well, this guy's from the UK. So obviously that means something.
That means something.
Well,
It's called a Welsh cake, of course.
well, you know what I
It's an
mean.
English thing.
Right. You love that smell too? You are embarrassed? No, I'm not embarrassing her. She's good. Tony, what's going on, guy? About to rap? No, I'm not good at rapping. I'm not a rapper. I'm more into... What am I? Am I metalhead? Although I do listen to some of her music. She's got various types of music that she listens to.
It's called indie music.
Fossil fuel is an addiction? Yeah. Good thing there wasn't sparks? Right. Because the gas was pumping underneath my Trans Am. Yeah, 5T Badger, but then again, that's what's great about like different channels. Like just like a TV, you can shut it off or you can switch channels or whatever. Kevin actually doesn't bother me. I think the only times that I get bothered by Kevin is when he doesn't stop irritating people. And it seems rare that it happens, but there was one video that I swear to God, Pat was going to punch him. Like, I felt like you could hear it in Pat's voice. And I don't know if Kevin knew that or not, but I think Pat was like 2 seconds away from hauling off on him. And they're friends, but friends do that too, though. Friends will fight friends. It happens, you know. What do they say? I don't know. There's a saying. I don't know. I think maybe my hat's too tight on my head. Harbor Freight does have that smell, right? Too annoying. Tony. Yeah, Tony does love the Mad Van, right? Yeah, he's said that point blank. I love this thing. JT was actually a guest on. I didn't even know what JT looked like. But he was a guest on True Boys last night or yesterday. DB Pro over Mad Van. What do you mean? Whether you like the DB Pro or the Mad Van? You pickled your tires? Did it work? Did my unknown idea of pickling your tires work? Did they hook up after? Oh my god. I've got 0 time for YouTube channels. That's pathetic. Oh, Bill, you're on this YouTube channel, so it means you don't have 0 time. Right, totally different RCs. Who, JT? No, of course I've already checked them out. That's why I'm saying I don't believe I've ever seen a video. Granted, it's not like I sit there and watch every video. The guy probably has like 10,000 videos. There's no way in heck I would have enough time to watch his videos. But I've never seen his face. So it's crazy. Like sometimes you get like an impression maybe of what somebody looks like if you never see them and all you hear is their voice. Sometimes, like, you know, in your mind, I guess your head maybe starts formulating up what they look like. He does not look like who I was thinking. It was funny. So when I saw the guy on there, I was like, who's this guy? I had to zoom in. Did I zoom in? So on my phone, you have the zoom in feature. Like it basically makes it so it fills the screen. I was able to see his name, and I saw that, you know, JT was on there. But even him, his channel exploded, what, in the last 2 years or something like that? And he's got a very specific way of doing his I think you call them reviews of his vehicles. He does a specific way of doing his videos, which makes it him. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's a good guy too. Nah, I'm at 11%. Doesn't seem like it's charging very well today. Yeah, you felt ready, set, sounded like Raymond from Everybody Loves Raymond. Exact opposite. Yeah, isn't that funny? What do I sound like? How old are you? You sound like a 60 guy. I feel like JT was in the military at one time. I never got that impression. My live streams, I totally pegged him for ex-military. Like it was instantaneous. Same thing with Sergeant J. I think Sergeant J's first video, it was just the way he sounded. I knew that I wasn't thinking he was ex-military, but I was thinking he had something to do with being in the military. And then literally, the very next video that I saw, he talked about that he was on base. And I was just like, oh, I pegged it. Because there's a certain way that you are. Like my buddy Joe Daddy's Garage. He's also ex-military. So, granted, he's loosened up a lot lately, which is great. He's able to actually kind of be more free. Like he's actually been laughing more, which is great. Smiling a lot. Being giddy, being giggling, which is great. It's good. It's but when I first started watching some of his videos and I first started getting to know him, we're going back a bunch of years now. He was definitely more straight line rigid, and he still is. But yeah, you could usually tell him he's either military or ex-military. Riff Raff, you're a Navy vet? Yep, I could understand that. All right, 5T Badger. Always good having you here, man. Thanks for coming by. I feel it's the deliberate way they speak. Right. I'm just a guy that loves RC, muscle cars, monster trucks, and horror movies. Right. Yeah, Riff, you definitely don't seem like you're 57 years old, man. I would say 100% honest with you, I actually see you as being your very early 50s, like literally like 51-ish. And granted, we get on that conversation of what is age. It depends upon how you feel. And I know that Riff isn't feeling all that great. I think, didn't you have like a bad accident? You play heavy metal guitar too? Right. That's awesome, man. Right, young at heart. Yeah, you're 38 and feel like 80. I would never made it through boot camp with some guy screaming in my face. Yeah, but what it does, it's you know what that's all about. It's about discipline. It's teaching discipline. And some people just don't want it or don't have it in their lives and don't need it. You know, discipline isn't for everybody. It obviously wasn't for me. I'm on the fence about whether if I should have joined the military or not. I feel I structured my life in a way that that I didn't need that background, but there's a certain sense of, you know, I guess service and honor that, you know, you get, you know, which I have respect for those people that, I mean, it doesn't matter if you were if you were a nurse in the military. The point blank thing is you were there. So, you know, there's a certain amount of respect for that. Jeffrey, hey, what's going on, guy? You have some health issues you're working on? Right. For some reason I thought you got into an accident. They say you're in your 40s physically, you feel 80, but mentally you're 30s. Wow, you're all over the spectrum, guy. You come from a long, yeah. My a buddy of my son's, his whole family is military, and what's awesome is that while he himself is not military, you'd think he was. The way the certain seriousness that he has about certain things, especially the seriousness and respect that he has for his guns, big time. He's very respectful. He's fun too, because he's young, but he's very safety conscious. Yeah. That's another habit that I don't need to get into. Although he keeps pushing me, he keeps egging me on. Yours is more like Wreck-It Ralph. What is Wreck-It Ralph? That sounds familiar. Bad disabled veteran and a bad back. Yeah, it's no good. Marines is another level. Why do I smell food? What time is it? Why do I... Oh, I was going to say, why do I smell food? Nice. You trying to kill me over there?
Am I supposed to not eat?
No, you're supposed to eat. I had to go ahead and put myself on a diet. I don't even like the word diet. I'm restricting my intake. After I stepped on the scale the other morning, I almost had a freak out. Never been this heavy. This is the heaviest I've ever been in my entire life. And I am done. I'm done with it. Oh, when I saw those numbers, it was just like, whoa, where did that come from? This COVID definitely brought it on. I'll tell you that. I'm being slightly less active. You sound like a damn kid. Well, my voice isn't deep either. When I talk to, because obviously my daughter says that I have the male phone voice.
Oh God. Yeah, it's like when they pick up the phone and all of a sudden your voice is like 2 octaves lower.
She picked up on it. I didn't even know that I did it. And I had answered the phone, right? And then she'll call me out on it, and it's awesome. That's why I love her. That's what I love about her, is that she calls me out on dad things. So she goes, "What did you say? Why did you I forget how you said it. You just used your phone voice, or I forget how she said it, but she called me out on it. It was funny. And I didn't even realize that I did it. I think when my voice gets higher, I think when I talk to her and when I talk to my wife, because you're in that more relaxed state. You know what I mean? I like that. It's funny. You're lucky to be walking. If you don't mind, what happened to you? Obviously, now, did something happen in the military for you to cause you to be lucky to be walking? That's rough. You're 72 and you run circles around these? That's good.
That's awesome.
You're ex-military also, James George? That's awesome, man. Food, right. Right, food. Diet is a 4-letter word that you hate, right? You sounded so depressed when you said she should eat. What? Just blame COVID, right? I'm all for that. How you doing? Good. What's the topic for today? Well, technically the topic is always just whatever we talk about. But I did do a what's in the box of this thing right here. I think this is what the first live what's in the box. It was just a Dumbo RC radio that I haven't opened. I've had it for like 6 months. And I was going to put it in a 5th scale, but I decided that it's going to go into my second drag car that I'm going to be building. That drag car, I'm going to get serious on it. It's not going to be like Drag Bug. Drag Bug was literally just trying to make it happen no matter what, without putting money into it. In reality, obviously I had to buy opinion, but I'll call that putting money into it. I'll still do a tally of what the total is for Drag Bug, but that Kyosho Tomahawk build that I did, that's definitely going to be my form of a no prep drag car, to the extent of my abilities and parts availability to change it out. COVID middle spread, right? Exactly. Getting the COVID donut going on. You sound like a 12. Well, of course, we all probably would. Sound like a 12-year-old girl on helium. Initiate manliness, right? Phone rings and it's like all of a sudden initiate manliness. Oh, I know what you said. She goes like this. Do you realize how aggressive you sounded over the phone to that person? You remember that? That's what she said to me. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, you put on your man voice, is how we'd call it? Yeah. You put on your guy voice or whatever the heck it was. And I didn't realize that I sounded, but she said I sounded so aggressive on the phone to the person. I think because there's so many phone calls that we get nowadays that are literally, I tried to get rid of my home phone, right? This was last year. Tried to get rid of the home phone because all I saw was the only thing that we get on it is phone calls from CVS to let my wife know the prescriptions are in, and then the police station can call our phone and alert us like if we have a jail escapee like roaming the streets, and obviously like what is it, the Amber Alerts and stuff like that. But I tried to get,
Your phone.
huh?
You still get those on your phone.
Right. But I tried to get rid of our home phone, and they literally told me my bill, because I have the cable, I have cable, internet, and home phone in one bill. So I guess they call that the triple play. They told me that if I got rid of my phone, the bill was going to cost more. So then I realized right then and there, oh, I know why it's going to cost more. Because you're making me keep my phone so that telemarketers can call. There's got to be a kickback because we have Verizon. So Verizon's, without us knowing, Verizon's got to be getting a kickback from all these phone calls calling my house. So I shut the ringer off. So now the only way we know when a phone call is coming through is if the machine is blinking with a message. Pretty much. I did turn the ringer back on a little bit. Your dad was 94 and went from, yeah, it was a beast until 90, right? I bet, man. You got the body for your drag car on Saturday. Awesome. Went with the Proline. No, ooh, that is a hot looking body right there. That Nova body. Is that a 69 or a 70 Nova? Do you know the difference between a 69 and a 70 Nova? How about that one? You sound like a cartoon. No, you don't. Mitchell, you've been killing the Facebook lately with all the lives. That's awesome. You're very, very, don't think it's not getting unrecognized or that it's not being recognized. You're very, very active on that channel. It's actually pretty good. It's helping out, which is awesome. I gotta look and see what this serpent thing looks like. Bill Perry, you're actually putting out another one here. Serpent. I want to check that out because I've been hearing that serpent name. Like literally, I think this is the first week that I've ever heard of the serpent, but I feel like I've been seeing that name come up a lot. The only people that call your house, scammers, right? Yeah, we got, how many phone calls did we get in a row? 5 or 6? We got 5 or 6 phone calls, literally. I want to say like back to back every 20 minutes for 5 or 6 phone calls worth of the, hello, this is the Social Security office. Please call our 1-800 number.
Oh,
We have a vital something. Have your credit card ready.
okay, good. I didn't tell you this. I was telling Matt Emma the other day.
Yeah,
I had gotten a call, and I assumed it was going to be Earth calling, so I picked up.
right.
And I answered. I was like, oh, hello, blah, blah, blah. And then, I start hearing, like, they start going on about, like, mortgage payments.
Yeah.
And then I said, because it was a real person on the
Right.
phone with me. I said, oh, that's interesting. And he kept going.
Nice.
And then, like, because he was just, like, building it up to make it sound like I didn't pay my mortgage.
Right.
And I'm gonna, all this stuff. And then I just done it at the end. I was like, it's just interesting because I don't own a home.
Right.
Like, you just put it up. Goodbye.
That's awesome.
That's so lame, those people.
Tony, because I used to have a drone photography and video business. You knew that. I already talked to you about that. That was my logo that I created for my company. I will say it was fun. I definitely enjoyed the drone scene at the time. I just didn't enjoy the stupid hoops and hurdles that you had to go through for a stupid license. But I love the multi-tone electronic voices. It's like, oh yeah, I believe this is real. Here's the sad part. You obviously know people fall for it. So one of my elderly clients that I have, they actually did fall for a scam. So what had happened was they got a brand new computer, and I felt so bad for them because I had actually set up the computer for them and everything. We put the virus software on, but I think they missed a step on maybe paying for I think it must have been like a 30-day trial or something. And I think they missed the step of continuing the virus program. And some scammer guy got into his computer. I think they sent him an email or something. Somehow they got into his computer and he allowed them access. And then he basically, the guy said, unless you give me your credit card for whatever purchase amount, I'm going to lock down your computer. And this computer was only 6 months old or something like that. And the guy somehow locked their computer and it became junk. So I felt bad for them. So people do fall for that stuff, and that's why those scammers just keep going. I mean, most of us would never fall for something like that because, number one, this is windstorm all of a sudden. Number one, we know better, but some people do fall for those scams. RC Master, man. We'll see you later. Sorry, I didn't see that. You left a message earlier to get me to run I still got to run the MT Plus. You know what? That's actually a good idea. I'm going to actually, because I have batteries sitting in it fully charged from a week ago. I'm going to run that today. That's actually a very good idea. Bill Perry, thank you for that. I'm going to run that car today.
Has the mail come yet?
No, it hasn't.
That's late.
Was today a holiday? Because it literally should have already been here. Who, me? Why do my eyes look green? Probably because it's reflecting all of the greenery that's right in front of me. My eyes don't look green. They look blue. Yeah, it's probably, if anything, it's because everything's green, right here. And when the sun is obviously shining on the green, thank you for noticing. All right. What are we looking at? 12 o'clock? UPS guy is usually here by now. They're going to wait for the last second because you were waiting on you. Right. Jury, absolutely. Oh, I hate that. I hate when especially our UPS, right? There's literally a UPS hub, a major hub that's down the street from us. And what I hate is on Friday afternoon when you tracked it and it's sitting there. And then you realize you're not going to get it until Monday. And it's sitting right there. I could just get in my car or truck, just drive right down to the hub and say, can I have my package, please? You used to be able to do that, but they don't do it anymore. I'm hoping they didn't do it because of me. Stop it. Because literally I kept doing it. I'm like, you guys got a package on a truck? Would you be able to pull that off and I can pick it up right now? They're like, sure. And they all of a sudden stopped it. Sorry,
That was excellent.
sorry, piece of your head. Right, your G-made aluminum ball end for the Komodo on the right. Yeah. Rift, that's actually looking like a real nice vehicle.
I know
All
my
right.
was supposed to come tomorrow. I was hoping it was gonna come today.
Oh yeah, that
Like,
bamboo
dang, I
thing.
just want to replace it.
Yeah, I know. All right, so we are at 12:15 my time, Eastern Standard Time, and right at 12:20, I'm just going to end the live stream. That way I can move on with the rest of my day, just like you guys should. If you haven't gone out there and ripped it today, see if you can. See if somehow you can just get out there and rip it. It's one of the things, it's one of my phrases that I like using. Just get out there and rip it. Because you should. You can rip any RC. You can rip any vehicle. I bet you could even rip a Prius. Well, maybe that's overstepping. Maybe a Prius can't rip. I don't know. Can a Prius rip? Probably not.
I would think so.
I don't know. Can you hold like the e-brake and just like floor it? Would that work? I don't even know if that would work. Maybe we should get Hybrid to see if he can rip his Prius. Anyways, so like I said, right at 12:20, we're just going to end the stream. We had a bunch of people come on. I'm not exactly sure how many people came on, like as a total. I think we got 3 thumbs ups so far. At least that's what my screen is showing. Only 3? I don't even know what the maximum amount of, I don't know what the maximum amount of in chat there was. How do I find that out? Because some people just come on and they don't comment. We had a total of 30 today and 27? Where do you see that? Oh, right at the top here. So we got 17 people on right now, 26 people thumbs up. Thank you for that. I definitely appreciate it. Priuses are way faster than they were. Right. You seen 34 at one point? That's awesome. Scruffy, thank you for noticing that. All right. It's the countdown. So today on RC Guy Garage, what did we talk about? We talked about, obviously, Drag Bug. We talked about any donations that were as an overage for Drag Bug are now, it was way over donated. Now it's going to go, I'm converting any of those donations so that everybody knows it's going to this build right here. This is a Kyosho Tomahawk that I kit built. My original intent was to turn this into a drag car anyway, so I'm definitely going to move forward on that once Drag Bug is done. So any and all donations are obviously going towards the building of this vehicle. This one is going to be not budget. So we're not going to budget build this one. This one, because of what I'm seeing as far as its build, I want to say its quality that is already existing, I am going to put a couple of bucks into this one right here. Obviously, we won't be using the transmission. I will give this thing a rip. So I will electrify this as a temporary electrification, just to kind of finish off the kit build for the channel. That way, at least people can see the thing actually does run. It does move. But yeah, we're gonna mod this thing, and we're gonna make this thing hopefully really rip. And we're gonna give Drag Bug a run for its money. It might even pull Drag Bug back into the mix, because Drag Bug is already going to race. So right now, I have Drag Bug is going to race against. Drag Bug is going to race against 4 vehicles as of right now. I do have to figure out some kind of a timing setup, or like the Traxxas tree lights, or if anybody, I think Jury put a link. I haven't checked it yet, but I think it was Jury put a link on the Facebook group. But if any of you guys are part of the Facebook group and you have any links or ideas of where I can potentially, figure out a setup for a drag strip, that would be very much appreciated. Yeah, I don't even know how they work. I'm hoping they're wireless. Obviously, we'll have to have a few people out because as cars come up and down the road, I'll have to make sure that there's enough people out there to pull the timers or stuff in from the outside, from the street, so I'm not blocking traffic. But Bill Perry, I'm definitely going to check into that TRSC 10E, like you were saying, and then you said something about Lunsford turnbuckle upgrade or something like that. I'm also want to check into the Serpent. I don't know why I've been seeing Serpent lately. I don't know what it is, but I'm going to find out. Today's donations, we both had Larry, Riff to the Raff, that's what I call him. Larry, that's Larry Mitchell's RC, and we had Jack Brazier, who also donated towards the second drag build that we're going to be doing for the channel. So I appreciate that, those donations. And like I said, I've got a pretty cool idea coming up about donators for the channel. Just a heads up. Really? Are you serious? So Jury VRC right now is saying that Kyosho transmission can handle 3S. I wonder how you know. All right. Right, I love the Tomahawk too. I wanted to, but the thing is though, is I wanted to build it. Like I wanted to put a nice transmission in it, you know? I literally wanted to go a solid axle. Like not the primal axle, but I wanted to see if I could locate something like that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know, I just got ideas. I want to make that a really functional drag car. Like even kind of semi-realistic-ish. Within, like I said, within my capability and means. I even thought about turning it into a dragster. Because literally, turn this thing into a dragster, all I have to do is lengthen its rails. I could double its length and turn this thing into a dragster. So, those thoughts are still rolling around in my mind. And that's what's good about the Facebook group is that I'm going to put a thing out there that basically... It's going to take like a poll. Do I want to turn this into a no prep drag car, like, you know, Top Fuel kind of look-ish, kind of like that? No prep, funny car type of drag car? Or do I actually want to turn it into a dragster? Because that actually might look good as a dragster. And I don't have one. And they're cool. Always love dragsters. So I'm going to just jump into the chat right now. I'm already 2 minutes over what I said. So in the chat right now, we've got Jury VRC, Bill Perry, Riff to the Raff is here. We've got... You guys are killing the chat. Scruffy Page is here. Ready Set RC is here. Going up. Tony from CCXRC was here. Popped in for a little bit. We've got RC Master, but RC Master's gone. I did see him take off. And there's 17 people, but it only seems like there's a block of just a certain... Jeffrey Hay was here. He just was asking what the topic of the day was. And I think that's about it. Just going back on the comments here. I try not to miss anybody. And I think that is about it. Yep. All right. Guy wants to 6S the Tomahawk. Hey, you never know, Guy. Could you imagine that? I don't think I'll 6S. We'll see, though. Depends upon how built this thing is. If I can get this thing built enough, man, we could turn this thing into a tire-melting monster, I hope. James George, what's going on, Guy? Larry Mitchell, that's right, you're here. Larry, you haven't commented in forever. Thought you took off, guy. But Larry, I may want to talk to you about Facebook in a little bit. We'll see. But anyways, everybody, thank you for coming to this live stream of COVID and Coffee. This was actually episode 22, and it was brought to my attention that I actually never did a live stream yesterday, and that was because, well, apparently I totally lost my mind, and I decided to work on a 1997 Jaguar XJR6 supercharged. And those things, like most Jaguars, are an electrical nightmare. So it fought me. The mechanical aspects didn't fight me, but a little bit of the electrical did. But I prevailed, and hopefully that client is happy with the repairs. And I'm out. So you guys, you get out there, and like I always say, just get out there and rip it. And I'm serious. Get out there and rip it. And if you're not part of the Drag Bug Build Challenge, find out about it. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss these live streams. You don't miss the videos. You don't miss Drag Bug. And the 2 challenges, like I said, so we got the Drag Bug Challenge. It's basically just creating a drag race vehicle from something you already have, if at all possible. And the other challenge is a Burnout Challenge. Right now, that kind of semi-failed. Actually, they both kind of failed. But anyways, so I'm out. Do you want to say goodbye? Do you want to say goodbye? You want to say goodbye? Look at she shines. All right, everybody. I'm out of here. Riff to the raft, right? Made of metal, nice and strong, absolutely. Standing backflip. Oh! Standing backflips. Look at the phone is like... What's going on with it? Standing backflips, absolutely. You know what my cousin... Here's what my cousin brought out. So my cousin is... he loves New England Dragway. I know I said I was going to end. But he loves New England Dragway. He's been there for years. He said, so who's done a wheel stander yet for an RC? And I thought to myself, could Mad Van become a wheel standing monster? I don't know. I don't have a Mad Van, but because of some of those wheel standers that I've seen, one of them was a van. So that might be a thing. If we do a wheel stander, that'll definitely be interesting. Who has done an RC wheel stander? I don't know. Might be RC Guy Garage here. So you heard it. You never know. Could be in the mix. It's all these thoughts that are rolling through my head. Try to keep this channel fresh. If anybody's got any ideas, my email, very easy. rcguygarage@gmail.com. Good. Hit me up with some ideas. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, it's actually in the chat right here somewhere. I think Gus's Custom Creations put it in, but that's the same thing. RC Guy Garage on Facebook. It's all capital letters, and it has like 3 or 4 RCs with like a yellowish background and a whole bunch of logos from different manufacturers. So, like I said, I'm out. Just get out there and rip it. Do I want to end the stream? Like I said, of course I do. I mean, I really don't, but all of you guys got to move on with your day as well. So do I. We'll see you later. Thank you for coming to the stream, man. Bye.